Good afternoon and welcome back. We are back working on the 7Age, getting it prepped for the Echo. And today we're going to tidy a lot of shit up and add some technology onto this motor. I'm damn excited. This is one of those builds that it's been a while since I've been this excited to build a car. And I think maybe it's because it's a lower budget, I can just go chucking some stuff at it. And I really have to use my brain to work through some problems rather than just off-the-shelf parts. I'm bloody excited. I actually picked the car up yesterday. Got a few steps just getting it rego before I can really get into it. Next video, I'll show you the car, show you what she's like. She's all her glory. Nearly too good to ruin at this stage, but it's a cheap car. And it's going. Hopefully I'm not going to ruin it. Hopefully I'm going to make it better. But as we've seen last time, this motor, she's looking like this. Don't worry, cam gears, the purple's going. If anyone wants to buy those cam gears, reach out, I'll sell the bastards. The red throttles, I need to get some oven cleaner and strip that off before they get coated. Got a blitz cap hiding up there, and underneath we've got a cherry sensor that's picking up off the cam. So, that's still got to be adjusted the angle. I've got to make the hole bigger, weld a boss in there. That is actually going off one of those two lugs there. I can't really point to it. Oh, crash bang. Oh no, can't get the bloody thing back on. But that's okay, I'll deal with that in a second when I got two hands. Today, we are going to put some technology into the thing and tidy a few things up. First, we have got this pipe here, which is going to get welded up here, and it will have a cap on the top, and that'll actually be my water fill point. Basically, the setup I've got is, what do you call it? The cap's in the light, in the hose factory in the Echos, so I'll put it up here, and then on the bottom, roughly there, I'll have a hose that goes off to the radiator. Nice and simple. I won't weld the hose or drill and weld the hose yet, as I'll wait to get it in the car and find the perfect spot. So that's easy. Weld that on. Weld up a couple of holes there. What else? Similar sort of spot. I was going to say I had that bit there. There we are. Sorry, jumping around. Got to fit this up. This is the tensioner for the alternator. A little bit disappointed there's no spot in the middle to be able to hold it, to actually twist it to get it out. Not sure how I'll do that one yet, but she looks better. Not bad. What else have we got on this bench of goodies? We have got the thermostat housing. The thermostat housing will go onto the flange I've already made down here. So it'll sit there. The actual lower half of the thermostat housing is still going to have to get changed. So I'll probably just cut that off there, and I'm going to weld some pipe so it'll come out underneath the alternator. Saves on rubber hose. And just easier to get to more than anything. Just go underneath, small hose out to the radiator, job done. That should be simple. What else have we got? We got one big exciting one, and that is actually, first we'll weld some fittings onto the rock cover too for the catch can. Nice easy ones, but the big one is this. You guys will recognize it. It is a Bosch throttle body, and it is for drive-by-wire. So we're going to put this big fella on, but we've got itbs. So it's not as simple as just bolting a throttle body on. This unit is actually going to be based about here. And at the moment that doesn't make sense, because why would I just build a random throttle body there? We are going to cut this thing up because it costs too much to buy an actuator, so I'm going to make my own. So Raceworks has sent me this out, carburetor linkage, and just a couple of fittings, but not relevant for this project. And then we got this lever arm from AFI Hardware. Measuring the linkage pin in there, it should be 10 mil. Remove those two bolts, bolt this on, done. Then we've got an actuator for the carby linkage up to the factory one. All going well, that'll work. The problem is there's a lot of extra metal here, and I don't want it. Don't need it, it's in the way. So I'm going to cut the top half of this off. Going to try and leave the outside, like I believe there's a bearing in there just so it can move properly. Going to try and leave that here and leave all 4 mounting posts potentially. Maybe just 3, potentially 4. If I can, we'll cut just a slit down the middle here. Might have to brace the bottom, as I want to keep this as strong as I can and without removing as much as I can. And making sure it looks good, because that will be mounted under here. But first, obviously, got to get the water done so I can see how much space I've got. It's going to be fun. It's a bit of modern tech for this old girl. And it means I'm going to have idle control. That's probably the biggest one. Idle control, and I don't have to make a custom throttle cable, because the one on the car is massive. Oh, yeah. She is massive, the one on the car at the moment, and just won't. But that's enough talking. Let's get into this bloody thing. Let's get the welder out and start welding up some water next, making things pretty and useful. Bit of a success, but by crikey, the factory alloy welded like shit. It was just porous as. So welded this on, still got to clean up and grind off a little bit there. Single bolt hole left on the front, mainly because I had to weld a little bit up to sit the tube where I want it. Just set the cap on. And, well, just chose a random RE cap that I had laying around just so I could get the orientation. That's weird, actually, that that one sits that way. That can't be... Oh, like it's got 2 locking points. We'll suss that before I weld it on. I'd like to have the the 1/8 MPT fitting come off the back. Pretty sure that's the size. Maybe it's 1/4. But, what do we got? We have got a -8 and a 1/8 MPT coolant fitting. The -8 is going to weld onto the back. Only reason I need to do these now is just so I know I've got the space when I put the drive-by-wire bracket. This one will go there, just around to the back fitting. Nice and simple, no rubber hoses needed apart from the radiator. So that'll go there. Then there is already a hole in the top, bloody big, so we'll put this on an angle facing upwards. Just nice and simple, that can go there. This one welded a bit better to my flange. Still got to chuck that on a belt sander, but yeah. It's just getting closer to the main goal of this video, the drive-by-wire. The bit that one of the things I'm most excited about for this motor, to be honest. But yeah, keep going, I'll get these couple of little things knocked out. Hopefully goes smooth as. Burnt my fingers about 4 times, but that's less than I expected. Finally bloody time. I think I'm done with welding for now. Still got to do the rocket covers, but I got to wait till I got some oven cleaner for that boss. Ah, look at this. Look at this. Cap's still just sitting on there just until I work out what cap I'm going to run just so the orientation's correct, as I want it to sit perfect like that. But that's welded on, bottom's on. Tension is just sitting there just so I can see what it looks like. I like the look of it. Around the back, we got a -8 fitting there to run up to a hose. There's a 1/8 MPT on the top for the water. This here, I've still got to get a bit of alloy just to weld around. Yeah, we got a bit of clearance now. Let's rip all of this off. Rip that off and get the grinder out and cut. I think it'll literally be cut the top half off this and then just cut a slit in the back and go from there. That'll be the minimal I need to cut off. Start with the absolute minimal and then go from there, because hey, you can't, well, I can put it back on, but I don't want to weld to it if I don't have to. So I'll just do cut, check, and get that throttle blade off so I can put the arm in, so I can get as much throw as possible. This monstrosity was very hard to cut. Very. So kind of just cut, tapped with a hammer, made a bit of a mess over there, but hey, who cares? Original linkages are off, and it opened up a little problem, as the ball joint for this little lever arm is way smaller than the new one. But this will go up here. Oh, she's hot. We'll come back to that in a second, play around with it. But first, I gotta get that ball joint out and drill it out for the bigger one. Otherwise this will never work. Oh, I'm happy as. It's gonna work. It's fucking gonna work. Have a look at this. This is bloody good. It's supported by an Allen key at the moment and a bit of tape, so she's not square to where she's gonna be, but she's there. The linkage is on. I drilled out the other bit and got the swing arm there. Obviously got to take this off and clean it up. But god damn, it's gonna work down there. And from the front, it'll all look at home. Bloody hell. It'll probably sit a little bit further out and that way a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna cut up I got some steel underneath of me. I'm gonna cut that up, get it into place, tack it up. Bloody hell. That worked way better than I thought. Probably go 2 bolts, maybe a third just for, we'll see how we need it. Probably 3. Bloody hell, I'm excited. She's actually worked. ITBs with drive-by-wire controller. I might have to get a pedal just so I can make this actually work properly. Jesus. Damn, that's glorious. Just roughed up some brackets at the moment so I can take them out and actually do them properly. But full throttle is full throttle. Pretty sure it is anyway. You guys can't see in there. But yeah. Oh, it's hitting the body of this. So I might adjust that up a little bit of finagling there, but yeah, bracket is lightly tacked. Everything is there as it should be. We've got drive-by-wire on an ITB old 7-age. What a win. Jesus, I'm happy. And we've got enough room for everything else. Kind of wanted to use this lower mount as well, but it's for the engine mount. 2 will be strong. That'll be plenty once I've done it properly anyway. A little bit of flopping it at the moment. But for now, I'll weld it up properly, get the brackets all done up nice, then clean up the throttle body. I'm happy as. This went way smoother than I thought it was going to be. Wow, what a bloody successful day. I'm happy as with that. This came out pretty bloody nice. There it is. All smoothed off as much as it needs to be. Still needs to be painted, but who cares for that at the moment. But how good does that look? And then there's enough clearance everywhere. Still got to put some tension on the bloody linkage there. But that's as good as it gets, I think. Drive-by-wire on ITBs. and it's out of the way. Absolutely nothing's going to need to go there, and the loom can tuck up out so you won't even see it. Wow, I am happy as. Can be done. All you got to do, little bracket from FI Hardware, cut your throttle body up as much as you want. You wouldn't even need to cut up as much as I did there, looking at that. Ended up using the middle, the far in hole. It just sat the best. I went for this linkage just because it had the adjustment. But yeah, I am happy as of that. This car is going to end up probably getting a Haltech R3. So I might grab one out, just dummy wire it, get a pedal, dummy wire that. So just so I can see it working. Because seeing it working would be pretty bloody cool, especially outside the car. I could just have it sitting here. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. That'd be fun. Nice little side quest, eh? Till we get into the car. Hopefully next video will be first drive. First experience for the mighty Echo in all of its glory before it gets ripped apart. She's nearly too good a car to rip apart. Just about to finish editing up the video, you know. You know what? Let's knock out a quick wiring loom. So I grabbed an R3 I had lying around, just chucked some plugs on it, had a bit of a fiddle around in here, and here we are. Look at this. Look at this setup. Got a bit of a wiring loom there, but we've got the computer, we've got some jumper cables. I've already calibrated it. I've had the laptop in here just before, and we're good to go. You might be able to hear it just humming away there. Got a pedal I've stolen out of my mate's car out the back. And here we are. There we are. Complete movement. Top to bottom. Truth be told, I had to disconnect 2 springs in here as there was too much resistance. And alter a few settings in the Haltech. Took me a while to get the arm linkage the right length and the right position. But yeah, she's working. And I had to move my bracket back the other day as well. I reassessed it after I filmed the video and realised it was too far forward. So I've moved it back an inch, as it was just binding it up a little bit more than I'd like. But yeah, there we are. Drive-by-wire on itbs. What a bloody winner.